What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports, and yesterday was a big day for the MLB postseason as 3 games were played last night. So let's get right into it. The first game of yesterday was the Houston Astros up against the Cleveland Indians, and they utterly destroyed the Indians 11-3, taking the series in a 3-game sweep. And from the get-go, the Indians' pitching and the offense did not look like they had anything going for them. Their pitching was not able to stop the Astros' offense, and the Cleveland offense just looked abysmal from the start. You got today in Game 3 that especially showed as George Springer for the Astros. He hits 2 home runs. And you got in the beginning of the game, Francisco Lindor for the Indians. He tries to give their team a spark by giving them the lead early. But then going into the end of the game, it's just all Astros from there. The bullpen is not able to stop the Astros offense from scoring so many runs as the game finishes 11-3. And then after this loss for the Indians, they have lost 9 of their last 11 postseason games, going back to the 2016 World Series where they blew a 3-1 series lead to the Chicago Cubs. And in last year's playoffs, they blew a 2-0 series lead in the ALDS to the Yankees. And now this series where they just don't win anything at all. So just a downward spiral for the Cleveland Indians after winning the Central Division this year, even though the Central Division was a very weak division, so they were able to take it with ease. So I don't know what to say about the Indians going into next season. They need to take a big stride if they want to win the World Series because their brink to win it, I think, was last year. So, yeah, they need to fix this, get something together, and they got to get better from this. So you got the Astros looking to repeat from the World Series of last year. So now they're going into the LCS awaiting either the Yankees or the Red Sox. So let's get into the second game of yesterday. It was the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Atlanta Braves. And the Dodgers are able to win 6-2 and take the series in 4 games from the Braves in a 3-1 series win. So in the first 2 games in the series, it's a dominant pitching performance by Ryu and Kershaw. The Braves offense had nothing going for them in those first 2 games. It was just a dominant pitcher performance by the Dodgers. And then going into Game 3, you got Atlanta. You got their fans pumped, being in the playoff series first time in a while. And the Braves are able to respond to that crowd excitement by winning Game 3. You got Ronald Acuna hitting a grand slam, and it looks like the Braves got some momentum going into Game 4. But the Dodgers are able to win and advance to the NLCS. You got Manny Machado hitting a clutch home run. It's just, yeah, the Braves, even though they're young, they're able to get some experience, and they looked good this series from playing at home. So yeah, I expect the Braves to be in this race for a long time. They're young, they got their experience now, and now next year they got to go up there and prove it that they can stay in this race for a while. So now you got the Dodgers going into the NLCS to take on the Milwaukee Brewers, which is looking like to be a great series. So let's get into the third game of the time slot from last night. You got the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees with the series tied at 1. You got the Boston Red Sox utterly destroying the Yankees 16-1, the best rivalry in baseball. Yesterday was not a great performance by the Yankees whatsoever. The Brock Holt for the Red Sox, he is able to hit a cycle in Yankee Stadium. And throughout that game, as the Boston dominated in the 4th inning, where they scored 7 runs, you can see from there, Yankees fans are starting to leave. And it was a questionable decision to start Severino for Yankees. Aaron Boone was getting questioned about that. When you got CC Sabathia, that's going to be pitching today, actually, which it's going to be the question, should he have pitched yesterday? So that's a questionable decision by the Yankees. Is this going to be the game that literally destroys the Yankees and they're not able to do anything today? Or is this going to be the game where they build off of and learn from the mistakes and able to take the series from the Red Sox? So right now you got Boston up 2-1 going into tonight's game against the Yankees. So this looks like to be an exciting game. You got Porcello up against CC Sabathia, and it's going to be either Boston taking the series and going off to the ALCS to face the Astros, or we're going to go to a Game 5 on Thursday. So, yeah, what are your guys' opinions about these 3 games from yesterday? Don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been an exciting postseason for the MLB so far, and I can't wait for the rest.